Hi friends, this is Prithviraj Khinchi. In previous video lecture, I talk about the structure and function of salivary gland. Now in this video lecture, I will discuss about the structure and function of gastric gland. As we all know that the gastric gland lies in the innermost layer of mucosa, which opens intimate to the lumen and which acts as the temporary reservoir of food. Now this is the structure of gastric gland. You can see here. This is the fundic portion. This is the cardiac portion. This is body and this is the pyloric portion. Now this is the wall of the gastric gland, and now you can see here it is the lumen. The lumen which having the ridges. Ridge is there, and this is the wall of the gastric gland. If you take the section through this gastric gland, it appears like this kind of structure when focused under microscope. Now in the microscope, the wall of the stomach has 4 layers. The outermost layer, you can see here outermost layer, this is the serosa, followed by the muscularis, then submucosa, and this is the mucosa layer. Now in the mucosa layer, which opens, this is the space you can see here. Suppose this is the lumen, or it is acts as the temporary reservoir of the food, in the stomach. Now this is the innermost layer, which having the certain pits. You can see here. These pits are the gastric pits. This gastric pits that opens into the tube-like structure. This tube-like structure is the gastric gland. If you see the anatomical structure of the gastric gland, it is tubular, branch or unbranched structure. Now you can see this is the branch structure of the gastric gland, and this one is the unbranched structure of this gastric gland. So this is about the location of the gastric gland that lies in the innermost layer of the stomach wall, and this layer is the mucosa layer. What I discussed earlier, that the mucosa is the innermost layer which lies in the lumen, shows irregular longitudinal folds. The gastric gland exhibit the gastric pits, and these glands are simple or branch tubular structure lined by the 4 types of the glandular cells. Now, this is the types of cells that present in the gastric gland, and this is the structure of the or the histological structure of the gastric gland. Now you can see here the space is space in between these two lines where the row of cells are present. This opening is the opening of gastric gland. Now this gastric gland, which having the 4 different types of cells. The first type of cell is present, that is the mucus cell. This mucus cell is the cuboidal cell which secretes the mucus. Another type of cells, that is the chief cells or the peptic cells, are there. These are the chief cells. These chief cells are pyramidal in shape, basal in location, and secrete the digestive enzymes like proenzymes. Why we call this as the proenzymes? Because these enzymes are in activated form, and it is required to be activated to form the enzyme, and that enzyme it is able to convert the food in the further process. Now these pro-enzymes are the inactivated enzymes are there, and these enzymes are pepsinogen and prorenin. And a small amount of gastric lipase and gastric amylase, it is also been present. Now the another type of the cell, that is the parietal cell or the axanthic cell. So this is the axanthic cell, you can see here. These axanthic cells are oval or polygonal in structure, and it secretes the SCL. This SCL secretion in the stomach, it is meant for the conversion of these pro-enzymes into the active form of the enzymes. Now, on the basis of presence of gland in the different part of the stomach, and accordingly the name it is being given to that gastric gland. The gland that present in the cardiac region, that gland is present in the cardiac region, that is known as that gastric gland is known as the cardiac gland. It composed of mucus secreting cell and occasionally parietal cells. It is also been reported in the upper portion of the stomach. Now in the middle portion, that is the fundic glands are there, or the glands, gastric glands are there present in the fundic region, and that gland is called as the fundic gland. This produce the gastric juice, and their concentration is more in this particular region. Now in the lowermost layer, the gastric gland is present, or the lowermost portion of the gastric gland. This is known as the pyloric stomach, and in the pyloric stomach region, where the pyloric glands are present in the form of the salivary gland, in the form of gastric gland. Now this gastric gland, it is composed of all the 4 types of the cells, as you've seen in the earlier slide, and mainly this gland, it is composed of the mucus secreting cell. Now it does not mean that the concentration of the gastric gland, it is more inside the fundic region. It does not mean that it is not present onto the upper side and the lower side. It is also been present in the cardiac region and the pyloric region in the small amount. Now we will see the function of gastric gland. The cells that are present, that is the parietal cells. These parietal cells secrete the SCL, and this is responsible for the conversion of pepsinogen and prorenin into the activated form, that is the pepsin and renin, which helps in the primary digestion of protein. Now the second types of cell is there, that is the mucus cell. This mucus cell protected from the excessive acidity by the mucus secreted by the cells, and bicarbonate also helps in the protection. Mucus helps in the movement of the food and proper mixing of gastric juices to form the semi-solid mass of the food, that is known as chyme in the stomach. Now another type of the cell, that is the chief cell. This chief cell secrete the proenzymes, that is the pepsinogen and prorenin, for the protein digestion. Gastric lipase secreted helps in the small amount for the fat digestion. Now this all the 3 cells that is present in the gastric gland, which is responsible for the purpose of the digestion. But the another type of cells, that is the argentifin cells, are there. These cells having the endocrine function. Now these argentifin cells that secrete the histamine, it is the vasodilator. Now another secretion is there from this cell, that is the serotonin. It is vasoconstrictor, and the somatostatin suppress the release of hormone from the digestive tract. Now gastrin is released by the gastric cells present in the pyloric region of stomach. It helps in the release of gastric juices. Now the function and the ingredients that are present in the gastric juice, that is, the ample amount of water is present, that is about 97 to 99% of water, which liquefies the food, during swallowing. HCl, the pH of the HCl due to pH of the HCl in the stomach, which having the pH that is the 1 to 2, which acidifies the food and stop the action of ptyalin. So whatever the carbohydrate digestion takes place inside the buccal cavity, and when it travels from the buccal cavity to the stomach, whereas the activity or the activity of the salivary amylase, it is carried out even when it reaches into the stomach. But after that, it stops because of the presence of HCl, or it slows down because of the presence of HCl, which acidify the content of food in the stomach. HCl not only helps in the acidification as well as the action of to stop the action of ptyalin, but it is also helps in to kill the bacteria ingested with the food, and inactive pepsinogen is converted into the active pepsin. So enzymes are present as we discussed earlier, that is the pepsinogen, renin and the gastric lipase. Pepsin and renin convert the food protein into the proteases and peptones. Gastric lipase is capable of mild fat splitting action. Mucus neutralize acid in the stomach and prevent the hyperacidity and gastric mucosal injury. Thank you for patiently listening this topic.